So it is Sunday. I haven't even started the week yet, but this thing feels like it's falling down. I want to change this fabric behind me anyway to make it, I don't know, it's just, I really don't want it hanging there anymore, but it kind of, when I'm sitting here, it blocks off the mess of my makeup table, so. But anyway, I'm trying to find a new show to watch, like just to have on in the background while I'm working. So I'm trying to get into Married at First Sight again, but I'm so over this show. It started getting so stupid. I can't get into it anymore. And I watched all of Little People Big World, so I'm all caught up on that. And I don't know, there's just like a lot of my shows are off season right now, so there's nothing to watch. And Steven and I were having a problem finding something last night to watch because there's just, there's nothing. Like, there's all these other TLC shows. I guess I could start watching one of those. Oh, I miss Return to Amish. That was a really good show, too. I don't know if that's ever coming back. All these recommended ones are all TLC shows because that's all I watch on here. What else? Doubling Down with the Doricos. I've never watched that. And Seven Little Johnstons. I've never watched Sister Wives either. Maybe, oh, that one's 17 seasons. That would be a nice long show for me to get into if I start it. Maybe I'll start this. I don't know how much I can get into this because that guy just seems like I would want to smack him upside the head. But we'll try it. I need to check my emails and stuff. Okay. So anyway, I'll find something else to watch and then get back to work because today is just one of those days that it was so hot yesterday and it's nice and cool and rainy today, so it's just making me sleepy. I love the cooler weather, but then I'm so like comfy that it makes me sleepy all day long. Yesterday I did take a nap because I was like sitting here trying to work. Sitting here trying to work and I was falling asleep. So I took a nap while Steven was awake, obviously, so in case Aiden needed anything, but I've been good so far today. I haven't been too sleepy. Now it's kind of like I went outside to feed the cats and I got nice and chilly, so now I want to take a nap. Anyway, there was something else I wanted to talk about and now I've completely forgotten it. Oh, remember I told you that my grandma and my uncle couldn't come to see Aiden on his birthday because they were sick, because they had gotten sick from my uncle got sick from the neighbor. He's kind of like, my uncle is like the handyman of the neighborhood and all the neighbors ask him for help with stuff, so he's like been redoing the guy's bathroom and now I think he's doing the kitchen or something. But the guy's wife had been sick with a cold and in the house and everything, and he didn't say anything to him, and then my uncle got sick and gave it to my grandma, so that was why they didn't get to come to Aiden's birthday. But she was telling me last night that like he had been over there and then the guy called him, was it yesterday afternoon, I guess, and told him not to come over because he had tested positive for COVID. And my grandma's like, he was just over there yesterday helping him fix his damn lawnmower. So she was like, they were outside, but I was like, tell him to not go be around the neighbors, especially around the holidays, because this is going to end up ruining the holidays, I'm telling you. And of course, he never got the vaccine, and neither did she, because her doctor didn't want her to get it, or so she tells me. She never even gets like the flu shot and shit because she thinks she's going to get sick from it. Drives me insane. You don't know how bad it is having to deal with a woman that's that paranoid all the time. And then like just they're my family and I love them, but they drive me insane sometimes because of the things they believe. Like my uncle is just so opposite of what I Like, I'm not even a political person, okay? But my uncle is so opposite that it pisses me off. So opposite of, like, my viewpoints on everything. But, like, to make a long story short, neither of them have gotten any dose of the vaccine. And now I'm nervous for my grandma because if he gets it, he's gonna get it bad. She's gonna get it bad. And then I'm like pissed off at that freaking neighbor because how do you not know you're sick or you're coming down with something? Everybody always can feel that something is up when they're coming down with something. It just pisses me off. Like, I'm super mad about that now. That's totally gonna ruin Thanksgiving if they end up getting friggin' COVID. I've avoided it this entire time. I'm trying to keep avoiding it. I would rather not get sick. But just, I told her, I'm like, tell him to stay away from those people until after the holidays. It's just, they're like those people that are always around people, always doing stuff and having parties and get-togethers and shit like that. And it's just, like, I know we're at a better place now, pandemic-wise, but just stay away from them, especially when you haven't had the goddamn vaccine and you guys don't wear masks around each other. I would friggin' wear masks around them no matter what because they're always friggin' getting sick. I just hope that because they were outside, even though he was like working on something with him, I hope that because they were outside, he's not gonna get it. Ugh, drives me insane. I was like, well, I'm gonna buy a turkey now just in case we have to have Thanksgiving by ourselves because your neighbor is an idiot and friggin' just getting everybody sick all the time. This window on the door is so dirty. But this is the fluffy gray cat. This one's my favorite. The other one's already ate today. I saw 2 of the kittens so far, the white and orange one and then the fluffy orange one. And now this one just came by, so I put some more food out there. Oh god, that guy mowing his lawn across the way is gonna see that I'm feeding the cats and get pissed off. I just know that all the other neighbors around here get pissed off that there's so many cats, so I don't want them to see that I'm feeding them too, because they already know that she's the crazy cat lady, not me. But I had to order the wet food again today because I went through another. Look, I've been getting this one. Well, this is the one that I got the last time. 24 cup poultry and beef variety, but these are only like the little. I only have a few left. They're not like as big as a can of cat food. So this time I went. The ones I just ordered, I'm going back to the cans because that feeds more of them. One can feeds more of them than those little cups do. So like that was a 24 pack, but I just went through it in a week again. So I have the bag of dry food, which I'm probably gonna have to get a bigger bag because I'm going through the bags of dry food a week too. I don't know how people have multiple house cats because I think like when I was growing up, we would have like 2 at a time at best. But I don't know how people have like 6, 7, 8 cats in their house because that's insane. The amount of food I'm going through just feeding 7 stray cats is insane. So like this one's almost halfway gone. This is what? Tender and crunchy combo. This one's like halfway done and I just bought it the other day. I'm trying to mix in more of the dry to make it go further. I need to end the vlog today. I didn't film much at all this week. I feel like I say that every week now. It's just nothing has been very exciting lately and we haven't been doing anything. So sorry, I'm sitting here printing labels for packages. So I can get this stuff out because I started my Black Friday sale early. Instead of having it the week of Thanksgiving, I'm doing it this week. Well, I mean, when you see this, it's going to be Monday. But I'm filming this on Friday. I figured I'm just gonna try to not compete with other places that are having Black Friday sales. And I posted like crazy on Instagram and stuff yesterday, and I think it's helping because so far today I've already made more than I made in the first 2 days of the last sale. So I'm hoping that this is gonna do good because we need the money right now. But it was getting really discouraging because sales have been so low lately. But I figured I would get on it and end the week by talking about some movies because we've been watching, trying to watch some more stuff lately that is stuff that's been on my list to watch, aside from TV shows. But I guess the first one is a TV show. I started watching the Cabinet of Curiosities on Netflix. That one's pretty good so far. It's kind of cheesy. It reminds me a lot of like Tales from the Crypt. It's kind of got that vibe of silly little horror stories. I think there's only 2 left. Steven's not really liking it that much, so the past few nights we watched a movie instead. We watched Smile. I won't say that was terrible. It was okay. They definitely ended it with like, okay, there's obviously going to be another one now, a second one. And it was just like, if you've seen the movie It Follows, I feel like it was the same movie, just a couple things were different, and it was like watching the same movie over again. So it was kind of like, all right, I've seen all this before. It's stuff that's already been done before. But then we watched a movie last night that I found because where did I see it pop up? I think it was on like a Bloody Disgusting article on Facebook. The website Bloody Disgusting is a place I've been following for ages because they talk about horror movies all the time. But I didn't even know about this movie, had never heard about it, and I saw like a clip and I thought, oh, that's interesting, we might like that one. It has Bill Skarsgård is in it. He's in the beginning of it. And Justin Long, which I always see him in like comedy movies, so I can't take him seriously. But even in like scary movies, he always puts some sort of humor into it. So he was a real asshole in this movie, but still had some funny parts. But I think it surprised both of us because like at the beginning of it, you think, like both of us were like, oh, this and this is gonna happen, this is so predictable, and then something happened. Like, I don't want to give it away if you haven't seen it. Just look up Barbarian. I got it off Vudu. You could rent it for $3.99 or buy it for $14.99. But I think if you have HBO Max, it's on there, so you don't have to buy it. But I don't have HBO Max yet. But anyway, something happens about halfway through, and it totally took us both off guard because we were like, we thought we knew the person that was behind it, and then nope. So that right there, you got major bonus points for that because all the movies we've been watching lately are super predictable and piss me off. And then also, I was creeped out throughout the whole thing. I found it very creepy, and that's hard to do to me. And the third thing was that it had a very like closure ending. There was no like, well, what about this and what happened with that? And that's been happening a lot with movies lately. Stupid endings piss me off. This one had a very like boom to the point. That's the end of it. So I highly recommend that one if you like to be creeped out. It wasn't really gory, but that's coming from me who like was super excited about Terrifier 2 because it was so gross. But there was some gory parts in it, and it was just like the creepiness of it, like the whole, if I even try to talk about the plot, I'm gonna give too much away, so I don't want to talk too much about it, but the whole idea of it was creepy to me. But then like there's some things, like if you overthink it, it's like, that's so stupid. How did like that house sell and nobody realized there was this passageway in the basement through that door? Like, it's stuff like that. If you overthink it, some parts of it are stupid, but just the whole thing was creepy to me, and when it was over, I was like, that's the best movie we've seen in a while. And Steven didn't, like, freaking completely hate it like he usually does with horror movies, so I would say that one was an all-around win. So I highly recommend Barbarian. Go watch it now. Go find it if you can. Like I said, if you have HBO Max, it's supposed to be on there, because I was trying to look up where it's streaming, and it's on pretty much all the places you can buy movies. Like, it's on the YouTube TV, I think, whatever the paid one is. It's on Vudu. It was on Amazon Prime, and they're all $3.99 to rent it, so it was definitely worth the $3.99. I thought it was good, and I was very excited that I found a movie that I liked. So now that I found one that we liked, that we both liked, it's probably going to be a long time before that happens again. I'm going to have to not talk and do this at the same time, though, because I don't want to mess up anybody's shipping labels here. There has been so many loud trucks going by today, it's ridiculous. So I have to start thinking about decorating for Christmas, because I always do it the day after Thanksgiving. Although I probably won't do it Friday, I'll probably do it over the weekend. But I desperately need a new wreath for the front door, because much like my Halloween one got ruined this year, I am very sad that, like, I still put it in the basement, but I'm gonna have to get a new one for next year, because by the time I took it down, so many of the plastic balls were all melted, and now I can't get any that have, like, the plastic balls on them to hang on the front door, because the sun is just gonna friggin' destroy it. So the one I have for Christmas time is it's like a blue and silver kind of tinsel snowflake, and then it has a snowman in the middle. But last year something happened to the nose, and the nose is gone, and now it just looks stupid. He had like a shiny carrot nose, and the carrot nose is nowhere to be found. So I can either try to make one out of something, which I don't really have any what do you call it, like tinsel, orange tinsel hanging around to make that out of. So it's either get a new wreath or buy stuff to make a new nose for the wreath, and I don't even know how I'm going to attach it to it because of what it's made out of. So I'm gonna see if I can find one that I like. I was trying to look on Michael's the other day and like Home Depot and stuff, and none of them had cute ones that I liked. Christmas is kind of harder for me to find stuff that I like compared to Halloween. Halloween is like a free-for-all. There's so much stuff, especially at Target. Target has such cute stuff. Speaking of, I have to get the Christmas birds that they have, because I've been collecting those damn birds, and I think there's 10 of them. I'm like, do I really need all 10? No, there's 12, because I was looking at them the other night. There's 6 like straight up Christmas ones, and then 6 wintry ones where like they have like hats and scarves and stuff on. They're all so cute though. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna decide which ones to get. They're all in my cart right now, except for the reindeer one, which keeps going out of stock for some reason. I don't know why. Oh no, it is. Why didn't it go back into my cart then? A couple of these I've never seen before. That one and that one don't usually come. That one right there, the orange and white one, we've been calling him Tonka because he's huge like a truck, and he tends to swat everybody else away, so I'm surprised that the other cats are actually eating with him right now. Oh, and now my favorite one is swatting. Don't fight, guys. So now I guess there's 9 cats altogether. Hey, Tonk. This orange one is like the most mild-mannered one. That's the one that almost let me pet her the other day.